Good morning, everyone. It's Joker, and today we are back with another slime video. And for, it's very uncommon for me to do a video relating to story mode, right? Because they're not terribly difficult if you're prepared, right? And the only real thing that people ever care about is, like, the secret stage for the hero, like chapter 13 or something. So now we're on chapter 20, but on, playing beginner and normal of chapter 20 stage 8 against Awakened Izis, who, by the way, looks very interesting. I've heard that she can be quite annoying because she's got this heal somewhere in here. Okay, it's not in her skills. But she heals herself a lot. Like a lot. And she nerfs a whole bunch of stuff. So, I figured I'd make a video on this, showing off a few different teams that I would use to beat it. And as a special case, we're going to go into it for our first time. So I have not attempted Stage 8 of Expert yet. So we're going to try it with the Earth team that I've been using for all of the stages and the previous two. And that is going to be a modified Earth 1.0 team. So we've got Hakuro, we've got Murin, Trainee, Eren, Valentine, and then Benimaru. So Benimaru is going to buff the oranges, a little bit of the damage, a little bit of the gauge that Isis kind of nerfs. Also, we're going to try and shoot for turn 2 to have a 4-2 spread of someone in here. That way we can bring Benimaru in, steal it, and then use Valentine as a 6-orb send, get her ult, and then work on trying to get a triple ult with Murin and Trainee. That way, on a good turn, we can use the stat swap for Murin and Trainee, get them with, very, very decent attack stat, and then bring in Valentine and have triple ult with, the earth buff, the stat swap, which would technically hurt Valentine, so maybe without her I'm front for it. But she also needs the earth buff, so we just have to live with it. So let's see how this one goes. This team has worked fine for the previous stages and the previous difficulties, so it should work. But there are other teams that you can bring, no doubt. So look at the jiggle physics on this, though. Like, look at that. They knew what they were doing. They knew. That looks like a bra, but that is not acting like a bra. So, now that we've gotten that out of my system, okay, we have a 2-2-2 spread. So we've got an extra Murin card coming in, so I guess we'll just send the Eren orbs and pray that we get another Murin card, which we didn't, so cool. Alright, yeah, there's a 7,000 heal right there, which is great. So now we have extra Trainee cards coming. Let's, you know what? What do I want to do here? We'll send these. We'll send more Murin. Okay, we got a 4-2 spread now. Cool. Isis is ult. We'll watch that. And see, they knew what they were doing. There's no way they're like, it's fine, let's do this shot. They knew what we wanted in that shot, and they put the camera right on it. 5,000 damage is not bad, especially since we have, like, multiple healers on this team. There's the attack nerf, which is fine, because obviously when we stat swap, our attack stat doesn't matter. So, or maybe it will, actually. Maybe it'll lower the new attack stat. We'll find out. What is our 94 and I think 10,000? Yeah, so when we stat swap, if it's not 10,300 attack, then we know that this will also affect that. Otherwise, oh well. So, we can freely swap in now. So let's get Benimaru in here for Trainee. And then we can steal those orbs. And then we can... How much are these debuff by the way? 70%. Okay, yeah, let's bring you in now. This might not get us an ult, because it's just, yeah, all these are nerfed heavily. But we'll at least do damage, of which she'll probably heal it all back, which is why we really need 3 ults, because otherwise we're just kind of going back and forth. Here's another ult. Another good camera angle, and then we'll skip. Okay, so defense and attack up, a 30k heal right there. Alright, so let's go ahead and Let's see. Let's get Trainee up front after an orb change into green. Since greens are the only ones that are not nerfed, let's get her out of here. Let's get a continuous heal going from Murin, and then we'll send these greens. And then maybe next turn, I think the debuff wears off on the orbs. I think turn 5? Okay, we have a whole bunch of blues, so never mind. Alright, there's that, there's that. There's our heal. Alright, yeah, so the nerf is gone. So this will get us a, well, double protection meter, which is great. We don't have enough buffs to make, like, full use of a double protection from Hakuro, because we just don't need 80 points extra. But this hand is going to be very, very nice. So what we can do is we can at least heal, get everyone almost topped up, use Hakuro, get 40 points, get this whole into a whole hand of orange. She's got all of her buffs leaving on this, or this turn, and now we can do good damage and get triple ult, which is great because we already have our nukers up front. We have our single, buffer up here. The only way we could make this better is maybe bring Benimaru in for the orange buff, but it's not like terribly important. So yeah, so now she's at 101,000 HP. So let's stat swap. Murin is again at 10,300. Yeah. So let's do this. We're up to 40% Earth attack. We'll get the magic buff and magic resistance. And does it affect the... Okay, it does. Alright. It does affect the swap stats as well. Unfortunate, but we still have higher attack than we do defense at this point. So... let's go ahead and use Hakuro again just to make sure we get a 6-hand send, maximum damage. Pop, 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 and this should kill her. Should being the keyword. 32k. Trainee does 32k, and then she does like 47 or something? Yeah, 47.9. Okay, so I mean, it took 7 turns. Obviously, if you don't have a good Earth team, you don't have Murin for that buff, you'll have to bring someone else. Maybe Dark Milim or something for an ult buff instead. And the green orb changing alongside Aaron. That could probably work fine. But let's come back here with the Dark team, because it runs on greens, and we do type neutral damage, and it's going to nuke the crap out of her. So, this will be fun. Alright, Dark team. This time, instead of bringing, Dark Valentine as we would do normally, we're going to bring Light Raphael, because of that ult resistance down is actually just a bit more powerful than the 60% extra ult damage. So, do I think we're gonna need every single buff on this team to nuke her? No, she only has like 168k HP. But, we can sure try, for funsies. For science, because I am a man of science, and I want to know exactly how much damage this team will do against Awakened Izis. Alright, we can see the cultured intro again. Breaking through the mirror, coming right at you. I'm a terrible person. Alright, what's the hand look like? Well, I mean, that's not a terrible hand. Let's get you in here. We can send these oranges. We got a blue here, we got an orange, so maybe we get another green next turn, who knows? We do not. Unfortunate. Alright, so we did get the attack nerf there. Alright, let's just send some greens and then get the green buff going. Start working on that. We can get Shinsha in here for Raphael. Raphael's not going to be the nuker, so... whoops, there we go. Alright, that gets us Veldora, gets us enough points, so next turn, hopefully, we can get a nice hand of greens. We're doing decent damage, but she's going to heal most of it back. Alright, that's a perfect orb change hand right there. Alright, and yeah, she's healed all the way back. So, let's do the blue orb change, and then we can do the resistance down and point buff, and then reset all that, and then use Milim's orb change, and we'll be eating real good. Alright, even though we have no Milim orbs, so never mind. Everyone's eating good except Milim. But she's almost to an ult, so it's fine. 145 points. We need 245 to use every buff that is meaningful. Defense, there's another full HP heal. Okay, Isis and Shinsha have their ults now. We only have one Milim orb, but we can change that. So let's use another buff here, and then let's get Shinsha out for Dark Rimuru. And then, okay, so now we can get Milim's ult. So let's actually... let's take Isis out of here. We'll do that change. And then we can use the reset now. That way it hits both Milim and Isis. So the next turn, if we have to use Isis, we will. That'll bring that other green in. We can use Milim's change again. That'll be a 6-hand of green. And we got Raphael, Milim. Gets another 190 skill points, another Veldora meter that gets Milim's ult. So, I mean, we have 3 single target ults now. We can 100% wipe her out, just using the crit buff, the ult buff, and then the dark buff. But the dark buff is not fully built up yet. I want to do extra damage, because I'm a greedy motherfucker like that. So, we're going to play around a little bit more. Let's bring you back in. We have a whole bunch of oranges. It's not really the best thing. So you know what? We're going to do that. And then we're going to do that. Oh. And we have an entire hand. So we'll use the green buff again. And then we'll send all this. For funsies. But I do want to raise the cap. So I think we do use Veldora here. Kind of a waste, but I do want more points so I can get, max power. How much does Isis do here? We only have the magic buff. 14-8, not great. Shinsha will do a bit more, but still not great. 21-9. 235 points though, so we just need one more, or we could... Oh, well, that's a hand. Alright, Shinsha needs to go away. Alright, okay, we can do this. So let's get you out of here. Well, I mean, she's not healing anymore. We need one more stack of Veldora. Can we get that? If I swap Shinsha out and use this again? Get more skill points there on the greens. And then you can go away so you don't die. And then we'll do pop, 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 pop. Alright. Perfect. Well, kinda not really, actually. Well, we just have to wait one more turn. We need one more turn and a few more points. Okay, so... How are you stacked up? Yeah, you are done. So we can give Milim the buff, and then we can send her away. And then we'll bring Raphael in for her. And we need, what, 245 points? So there's 13. Or 20 points. That'll work too. Alright, we're not going to kill here. We're ready to go. We're ready to nuke now. So let's use Raphael's ult resist down. Oh, we got to get the Pierce on, which doesn't really affect our damage that much. We'll get Isis out. So now that, and just enough points to use the dark buff now. We'll get Raphael out. use the dark buff, and obviously, you don't have to do this. This is purely overkill. She has 36,000 health left, and we're gonna do like 400,000 or more. Well, maybe not, because we have well, that might be offset. We're gonna do a lot of damage here. Like, a lot of damage. Unnecessary damage. How much damage, though? You know, not as much as I thought. 298. It's type neutral, though. She is attack nerfed, which I think that is continuously stacking up, so that's probably why. Obviously, we did more than 36,000, though, so hey, it works out. But yeah, that is the fight against Isis. She has a new character model, though, which I'm going to be talking about in a different video. All the new character models that were introduced into these last two chapters that could mean good things for the game. But yeah, that's my Isis chapter fight. You can either try and kill her real fast or just wait out her heals, because eventually she just stops doing it. As long as you can live that long, maybe get a few stacks in and then just nuke her out of existence. So let me know what team you guys use in the comments below. But that's it for me. Take it easy, and I'll see you later.